Hey, my name's Harry. I am a photographer here in Perth, Western Australia. I love to surf, I love to climb, I love to cook. Those are just some of the things that I love. Growing up was, pretty cruisy actually. My parents were Christians. They were involved with the local church pretty heavily when I was younger. You know, there was grace, there was a lot of Christian influence very early on in my life. And then when I was around about probably kind of the age of 10, my parents had a bit of a falling out with the church that they were going to. I guess slowly but surely the kind of Christian God stuff sort of started phasing out from home. And then coming into high school, went to youth group every Friday and was pretty involved with the church there. And a lot of it was head knowledge, if I'm completely honest. You know, I knew all the right answers. I was the Christian kid at school. I was the kid that didn't swear, that didn't talk about the things that the other kids did. It was kind of this front that I would put on, this oh hey, Harry, he's the Christian kid that knows all the answers, you know, he's got life sorted out. So all throughout high school, I kind of lived this dual identity where I wanted the things of this world but wanted the image of being the good Christian kid. Under the covers, there was a lot going on. And so I was introduced to pornography quite early on in my high school experience, which unfortunately had quite a negative effect all throughout my high school, and especially with my Christian walk. I never really knew who I was. I never really committed to one thing or the other. And then as I came out of high school, these issues, they kind of followed me. To add on top of that, this kind of perfect Christian family that I'd grown up in and knew everything about started to fall apart. And so this good Christian kid with the good Christian family and everything like that was slowly slipping out of my grasp, and I was losing control of what I thought was making me who I was. And it just got to this one point where it just got too much. And I remember coming to Everlife. I didn't know where I was, I didn't know who I was. I had all these issues, all this pain, all this shame and guilt and hurt that was just on my shoulders. And I remember there was an altar call at the end that was just asking, you know, to kind of recommit your life to Christ. I remember I just had to put my hand up, and I just remember breaking down in tears with Schaefer and just crying and feeling this great peace wash over me, this shame and this guilt that was lifted from me. The issues that I was dealing with beforehand didn't disappear. You know, my family still, was broken, and I was still struggling, and there was still all of this muck that was still there, but the pain and the guilt and the hurt and the shame that I felt because of it all had been taken away from me. And then as I got more involved with Everlife, there was just so much opportunity to invest in, which had been one of my issues beforehand, was this lack of commitment, this lack of, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I'm doing. And so when the opportunity to be able to serve and commit to a church and really start to live out my Christian life and step into that, when that came along, it really, really, really helped to grow me and who I was as a person and my relationship with Christ. And so that's kind of led me to where I am today. And there's still a lot of issues and messiness in life, but that's what being a Christian is. It's not this magic potion which kind of fixes everything. It's this beautiful kind of journey with the God of the universe standing by your side, who can take away that burden from you. And so just being able to serve and lay down my life and connect into a community of believers has just been absolutely paramount to creating the person that I am today and the relationship that I have with Christ.
Killed it.
I think that's mostly it. Yeah.
That was sick, man.
Yeah, cool.